when I got the vocal score to Séance on a Wet Afternoon. I have to say, 3 pages into my reading through, I was riveted. I wanted to know what happens next. It was like reading a real thriller.
Séance on a Wet Afternoon is by Stephen Schwartz, the famous Broadway composer who's written such pieces as Wicked, Godspell, and Pippin. He's won Oscar awards, but he has, for the first time in his career, turned to writing an opera.
This is my first opera, not counting a very bad one-act opera I wrote when I was in college. I've always been an opera aficionado and an opera attendee, and I guess in the back of my mind I thought that someday I might like to try one. I had actually been pitched the idea of Séance on a Wet Afternoon as a possible musical theater project. And while I remembered the movie with great enthusiasm, I didn't feel it was really appropriate for musical theater, but it occurred to me that it was an excellent subject for an opera. I thought the characters were more operatic characters, and there are a lot of subterranean secrets going on, which I think is always a good way to use music because the subtext can be handled musically.
The story itself is about Myra, the psychic, who holds seances in her home, aided by her husband, Bill. She decides that in order to attract a lot of attention, they will kidnap a local girl, and then Myra will reveal that she has had these visions, and the girl will then be found, and she will be famous.
Her sort of intense neediness seemed very worthy of being sung, but at the same time she's covering a lot of what's really going on inside her. From very early on in the process, I approached the soprano Lauren Flanagan, whose work I had admired very much, and part of Myra has really been written for her in mind.
Lauren, in this particular role, truly is focused and driven.
The story is so tight. Plus, of course, there's this beautiful music. Gorgeous rhythms and the harmonies are so attractive.
Seances and fog and mist and rain. Music carries the whole mood of the piece.
Part musical, part opera, part women's picture, part film noir.
It's a wonderful, moody thriller. It's the kind of thing that opera can do very well.
Seeing the characters go through this self-made drama, it's like being on a roller coaster that doesn't have any brakes.